Hey witches, welcome back. I wanted to talk a little bit about when you get your Book of Shadows that you're going to use and you've decided that that's the one that you want to use and you're going to use it always until you fill it up. You can actually, or you should actually, go through a little ritual and bless it. And I haven't done this one yet, but this is what I'll be doing to this one here. Okay, put this up. I don't know why this is still out. I left some things out from my haul because I thought they looked cool. I don't know why I had that hot foot powder sitting out. So I'm taking this from Witchery. So if you already have Witchery, then you have this in your book. But I will be adapting it a little bit to my own because I never take anything 100% that someone else says. I always do something a little bit different. But your ritual for blessing your Book of Shadows, or you can use this on your grimoire or your witch's journal. So you can use these for all three, or even your planner. You could use this for your planner even. So before you start your BOS, your grimoire or your journal, or even your planner, you need to bless it. Okay, when you do that, it'll bring it protection. It'll also keep stacking that magic we talk about. Using correspondences that go with, to stack magic, oils, crystals, planetary cycles, planetary hours, planetary days, where's the moon, what phase is the moon in, all this stuff. All these factors come in. So you want to stack your magic as much as you can. So when you can stack some here, stack some. So what you'll need, some herbs. I left out my rue because rue would be a good one to use. You could also use basil. It's a lot cheaper and easier to find, but rue is so great. It's been said to ward off the devil himself. It's supposed to be so strong. So any kind of evil or negativity, rue is supposed to get rid of it. Okay, so remember with these, don't let anyone tell you how to make them, tell you and say, well, this is what I did, so you need to do it yours, unless your coven has strict rules. And if they're that strict, I would say find another coven. But you can use anything you want for these. You can use a 3-ring binder. You can go like me and get this type, which is usually the type that I have. Right now, the ones I have is a little bit different. It has a cap that's about full. That's why I have this one. I also am kind of going to be using this for a lot of things to do with what I do with Hecate also, instead of just spells and rituals. So it's a bit special. They all are, but it's a bit more special. Anyway, so even if you've already started your BOS or any of the other items I mentioned, you can still do this to them. They don't have to be blank. You can still do this. So you need dried herbs, basil or rue, or you can use incense. You can choose from copal, white copal or golden copal, or either frankincense. So you can light one of those incense or use dried herbs. And you need a piece of cloth bigger than your book. Walmart sells these little fabric squares. I think I've shown you guys these before, but I'm getting these all the time. And this would be perfect. And these are like 94 cents at Walmart. So I'll lay that right there in case you want to get a gander at that. It says Waverly on it, but they're called fat quarters. And you can get them from anywhere that sells fabric, but Walmart, they are $1. They're cheaper. But anyway, you'll need that. I would get black just because it kind of symbolizes that protection. And I don't know, I love black. But you could get any color, just a piece of cloth. You need a white candle for this and a small bowl of salt. She doesn't specify if you need a chime candle or larger. I would suggest at least a ritual size candle, but a chime, if that's what you've got, use it. Anything would be better than a tea light. A chime would be better than a tea light here. So you're going to start by creating a sacred space free from negative energies. So wherever you go, you're probably going to want to cleanse it because negative energies are just about everywhere. And a lot of times they're in us or on us and we don't realize it. So get everything all smudged. Find a sacred, quiet space. And sit somewhere quietly. Keep some herbs, resin, or incense burning to encourage calming energies. So you could just take some of these and put you a little charcoal disc in your cauldron. Put this, some salt around the charcoal. It's gonna make it go slower. If you're just burning these by themselves, you don't want them to just go crazy. Just put a little salt and then put some on top and they will just go just wonderfully. So have that, and then that's gonna help encourage the calming energy and also the protection. So place the book in front of you on top of the cloth, cover side up, and with the shorter end nearest to you, okay? So that would be facing me this way. Facing you, it would be that way. So the cover facing your direction and the shortest side facing you. So this would be facing me right here. And this latch helps me to determine that. Because I know that's where it opens. Anyway, so light the candle and place it to the right of the book. So you would have your candle, you could have your book here, you could have your candle here. Have that ready. All right, and then you're going to place the bowl of salt on the left-hand side. So then right here, we'll use this Florida water, so I don't have any, I have some salt, but we're not gonna make a mess. So just put this right here. I know what. How about we put a bag of black salt there? But I think this wants you to use white salt. It doesn't really say, it just says salt. So you may use black salt. I would use white since we're using a white candle. Now focus on yourself. Calm your body and clear your mind using any meditation that you are comfortable with, okay? When you're ready, open your eyes and take a small handful of salt. Sprinkle the salt onto your book, whatever type it is, saying out loud or in your head, "Book of my sacred, you are now cleansed. May your pureness keep and your light hold." If you want to write something yourself, of course, that is fine and probably even better. Probably even better. So next you're going to hold your right palm above the candle. Don't burn yourself. But then close your eyes and hold your hand there for about 10 seconds. I'm constantly doing this with flames. I'm so bad about it. But I love to pay attention to my candles, and you know, you'll always catch me doing this all the time. I'll play with it. I'll try to double and activate a double flame. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway, start to imagine, pick up the book with your left hand and then place your right hand over the cover. So you would pick it up with your left hand and then place your right hand over the cover. So you would hold it like this. Okay. And I'll type out these instructions for you guys so you don't have to like try to keep rewinding the video. And then what you want to do is you want to imagine the warmth and all the energies from your palms, especially your palm that's on top, okay? Picturing the energies, you know, coming out of you, and then filling the book with light. So you can picture the light any color you want, but then when you're holding it and your hands over it, you want to radiate your energy, your light into that item. Okay, and then when you're ready, say, "In this book lives spirit and magic. No one shall enter its sacred pages unless whispered upon it." I'm sorry. And no one shall enter its sacred pages unless chosen. May it be protected by the power of the spells whispered upon it. The spells spilled from my own tongue and crafted from the heart. No harm shall ever come with my magic. No harm shall ever come to this enchanted book of mine. Y'all, I can't read, I'm sorry. For I have bestowed it with my magic and sealed it by hand. Again, these specific words are only an example. So you can write something that you want, but I think that I like that. Like, I will be saying that. I think I'm going to keep the text the same when I do mine. I'm just going to probably mix some rue and angelica root to burn. And then also do a patchouli incense just to bring in the calm and the peace and the atmosphere to kind of help me. And then I'll probably burn probably a 6-inch taper, 6-inch white taper with this. And then I'll probably add some black obsidian, probably here. And then maybe some crystal quartz, maybe even some selenite, you know, just to bring in that earth element, which the salt is earth element, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but to bring in a crystal element, I would do that's probably how it'll be a little bit different when I do it. But I do like the words that she's saying, and I will type those out for you guys. And then you just get busy writing, and then some of you might want to know some examples of some things to write in here. Spells, correspondences, any kind of moon magic. Mine is so full of moon magic. Spells, whether they're successful or unsuccessful, put them in there, and then that way you can see if you need to go back and tweak them. Like this might be something you might do a page in it on Florida water soap. You might do a page in it on, you know, just protection herbs or just one herb. You're going to go through so many of these. I don't see where she mentioned the part of cloth. I don't see it. I don't see anything about the cloth. So I guess when you finish with it, you can wrap it up in that, I guess. But you can also put any information down about your tools. Like you might do a page about your wand or your athame. Do some crystals. Definitely do some crystals. You might even do one, you know, about a candle like this. Like, what is this for? Or if you used one in a different way, what'd you do with it? Maybe oil recipes, any kind of recipes, herbal blends, cauldron tips. Maybe this could be even a whole page on its own, which is black salt. Candle correspondences, planetary days of the week. Just anything you can think of can go in there. Some of that stuff can go in your journal, but a lot of it, if you're going to be using it for magic, you want to put it in here. I'm going to put it in here. The journal is more for reflecting after or before and after. This is definitely magical. Definitely don't forget your correspondences. You also can put the seasons. I know I mentioned the moon, but you can talk about the seasons. Your Sabbats and Esbats are important to put in there. Personal findings. Just anything that you end up falling in love with. You can even tape some down and then put some in it. Like in mine now, I have like a bay leaf and like all the stuff that goes with bay leaves in there, and I have some feathers and some cat fur, and you can just tape them down on the page and then just write about them. And that's cool, and it makes it look cool too. Not that it matters what it looks like, but if you get any signs and messages, signs or messages, definitely put those down. Like if you're doing divination, or if you just receive something, especially if you are on a journey with a god or goddess, definitely want to put that in here. It's just really important. It's really important. Any ancestor work is really important. But I would not do a book of shadows for shadow work. I think that some people do that. I would not. Because I don't want to mix my fun magical place with my shadow work place. So that's just one thing that I wouldn't put in there. Some people do, but some people don't. I wouldn't. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for this one. Just a nice, short, sweet, something you can do with that. I think that the cloth was mentioned to wrap it up in the cloth afterward, just for protection. I know I use mine so much, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep it nice and covered in cloth. But I think that that's what she meant for it to be there for, because she didn't mention anything else. But this is the book again. If you do not have this book, get this book, guys. I have an affiliate link for it, and it is so cheap. It is like $14, maybe even less. But this book is amazing. It's amazing. All right, guys. Thank you for coming to Gothic Magic, and blessed be. Bye, guys.